After preparing the research process, we have to select a research statement, and as per the research statement, we have to assume again research objective, and as per the research objective and the research process, we have to analyze and we have to choose some variable and hypothesis. For example, I have taken the example about the motivation level among the students regarding the some jobs and new jobs. So what will be the variable here? Before that, I'm going to discuss about the what is variable. So variable is anything that can be taken on differing or varying value. The value can be differ at the various time for the same object or person. For example, motivation level is if I'm going to analyze with the help of some values. So this value will be vary one person to other person because motivation can be changed one to other person. So for example, student level motivation is varying from age wise. Then types of variable is based on dependent variable and independent variable. Dependent variable is those variable which is based on the primary interest of the researcher, and the researcher is goal to understand and describe the dependent variable. Dependent variable is those variable which is based on the directly research objective. Motivation, for example, is a dependent variable. So if some factors like is quality of study, quality of job, salary, wages, compensation, working hour, working duration, these all factors will be based on the independent variable, and it will give the impact on motivation level. So that's why that will be the dependent variable. Independent variable is those things which is influencing and to the dependent variable, and either with the help of negative way or positive way. For example, again I discussed earlier also, like is working hours, salary, packages, location, working conditions, working environment. These all are the independent variable which will give the impact on the motivation. After analyzing the variable, we are just going to discuss about the what is hypothesis. Hypothesis is a logical relationship between two or more variable. Initially, I discussed about the two variable. One was motivation, second was a few factors which was giving the impact on the variable. So I am taking this example to express the hypothesis. By testing the hypothesis and confirming the relationship, is expected that the solution is right or wrong, and we have to analyze that. Apart from that, I am just going to discuss one example that is based on the service quality to retain retail customer. Retain retail customer is a independent variable, and store operation, store appearance, and the personal services are based on the independent variable. If these three variables are not giving any kind of impact, that impact can be either negative or positive. So this impact will be taken by the retained customer. So retained customer is a dependent variable, and independent variable will be the store operation, store appearance, personal services. The two types of hypothesis we basically take in the research of the management. One is a null hypothesis, second is a alternate hypothesis. Null is always disclosed with the help of H01, and that is state as a neutral language. So we can say that is based on that statement start by the no significant, no relationship, these kind of words, and discuss about the null hypothesis. The absolutely opposite of the null hypothesis or null statement is expressed by the alternate hypothesis, like as there is a positive relationship between two variables, there is a highly significant relationship between two variables. These kind of statements that show the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis about the same study also.